Hello, everyone. This is not Commissioner Pat, but we are bringing you the weekly fantasy update from Madison, Wisconsin. After the Week 7 games, we have an updated standings. Panu is in first place with a 6-1 record, alone at first place, with a 6-game winning streak. Nick is in second with 5-2, tied with Dean, who's also 5-2. Pat is 4-3, along with Anthony and Zano, who had a rough loss this week to Tolbert. Le'Veon Bell coming through on Monday night. Steven is 3-4. Tolbert and I picked up some big wins this week. Both move up to 2-5. And Komarov not setting his lineup, not really focusing, trading away all of his best players, wrapping up the league with 0-7. All right, now on to the predictions for this week. All right, first game of the week is my team versus Tony's team. Tony's team has been statistically better over the year. I am projected to win by 0.2 points, so it should be a good matchup. Stafford versus Andrew Luck. Stafford's going to England. It's going to be a rough game. He's projected 0.1 points higher than Luck, but I'm taking Luck on that one. Andre Ellington versus Forsett. We're going Ellington. Forte versus Joyke Bell. Got to give that to Forte. Jordy Nelson over Kelvin Benjamin. Sammy Watkins. Thank you, Dezano, for that trade, by the way. Over Malcolm Floyd. I'm taking Jordan Reed over Clay Harbor. I say Ronnie Hillman and Jeremy Maclin are a push. And my defense and kicker are better than his. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's like 3-3. So it should be a close matchup. I'm going to go with my team because it's my team and we need to win this week to stay alive for that playoff hope. So I'm picking myself. Tolbert versus Pat. Pat's projected to win by almost 60 points. Kirk Cousins is not even going to start the game this week, so Tolbert, if you see this, please set your lineup. Don't play Kirk Cousins. I'd much rather have you play Drew Brees. Give yourself a chance to win the game. This isn't even a contest. Pat's going to wipe the floor with this game. This is ridiculous. Moving on, we got Nick versus Komarov. Nick is projected to win by 25. Komarov doesn't have a second running back in the slot. Start Chris Ivory. Komarov, if you have watched this, you're not going to watch this, but start Chris Ivory. I project Golden Tate to have a good game, even though they're playing in Wembley Stadium. Arian Foster is going to have another great game this week. Randall Cobb's been playing awesome. Nick's team is one of the best teams in the league and will not falter this week if everything goes as planned. All right, now an actual good game is Steven, who needs a win this week, in my opinion, to stay in playoff contention, versus arguably the best team in the league, Andrew Panu's Go Monica Go. They got Russell Wilson projected 28.2 points. A little crazy, but I don't think Jay Cutler is going to have a good game against New England, so I'm giving the nod to Russell Wilson. So that's 1 point to Mr. Chen. LaShawn McCoy against a great running defense in the Arizona Cardinals, and that's at Arizona, against Eddie Lacy at New Orleans. A very bad defense, but they're playing at home. I'm going to give that to LaShawn, but not by much. We're going with LaShawn, though. Lamar Miller at Jacksonville. Giovanni Bernard at Baltimore. Easily Lamar Miller. Gio Bernard last week, not too great. Got beat up a little bit. Baltimore's defense is actually pretty good. Brandon Marshall and Demaryius Thomas, that's got to go to Demaryius, even though Brandon Marshall should be getting more targets this week because he blew a casket after the game last week. So I expect Brandon to have a good game, but Demarius is going to have a better one. Michael Floyd and DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is whatever. He has a good game once in a while. You got to go Michael Floyd. He's been a little bit more consistent. Jared Cook, Travis Kelce. Gonna have a push. They both whatever. Jared Cook has been actually doing better now, but Travis Kelce is better player. Torrey Smith and Mark Ingram. Torrey Smith at Cincinnati. The defense has been pretty terrible lately. Mark Ingram at Green Bay, or at home against Green Bay. I'll give the nod to Mark Ingram. I think he's going to get some. He's going to try to take that job back, but that one's going to be a close call too. Defense and kicker favors Panu. I think this is going to be the game of the week this week, and I think it's going to be very close, coming down to the wire. I am going to take Panu in a close one, just as the projections do. And Steven, put Alshon Jeffrey in instead of DeAndre Hopkins. All right, just do it for me. All right, I'll give you the nod if you put Alshon Jeffrey. Next game, last game of the week, Dean versus Desano. A battle of one of the best teams in the league, thanks to me trading him AJ Green, versus Desano, who's in the middle of the road, coming off a tough loss, with his new addition of Ahmad Bradshaw. Let's go player by player. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Let's go on Peyton Manning, even though Tom Brady's going to tear up the Bears defense this week. Jamal Charles is getting the nod over Ben Tate. DeMarco Murray getting the nod over whoever he's up against. So Ahmad Bradshaw, sorry. And Desano, if Ahmad Bradshaw gets hurt this week, I'm sorry, there's no refunds, my friend. Mike Wallace, Julio Jones. Mike Wallace is at Jacksonville. He might get one touchdown. He's got a limited ceiling because they're going to take him out after they go up a couple touchdowns. I'll give it to Julio Jones at Wembley Stadium in England. AJ Green versus Deshaun Jackson. They got AJ projected 8 more points than Deshaun Jackson. I have that more of a push because AJ is going to be wobbling around out there. Might see him in a Calvin Johnson decoy role. So I think that's going to be more even than people think. Delaney Walker, Jordan Cameron. Jordan Cameron's against Oakland. I give it to Jordan Cameron. Alfred Morris with Colt McCoy or RG3 possibly as the quarterback against Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams, I don't think he's going to score a touchdown this week. I'm going to give it to Alfred Morris. They're both not going to score very many points, in my opinion. Unless if McCoy starts, then Morris could be having a lot more runs. So, all right, I'll give it to Morris. Lions defense, Cardinals defense, whatever. Catanzaro is actually a good kicker. I'm going to take him over Nick Novak, who has also been kicking pretty well. So let's add up the totals. 1, 2, 3. I got Dean winning this one. He's projected to have 18 more points than Desano. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. But I still have Dean winning that game. All right, this has been Week 8 preview and Week 7 recap. Thank you for joining us, and see you later.